This is an AV Nice piece. We've interviewed you a couple of times through the years, but so there was a fire here last week, and pretty much a total loss for Daisy's costumes. You show up and everything is either burnt or melted, or it's in a big pile in the back to put the fire out. And you've chosen to rebuild.
Oh yes, we can't not. Because when it first happened, that first half hour I stood there and I said, my life is over, I have nothing. This is the only thing I know how to do. And then all of a sudden the whole world started coming, the trucks and the people, and there were thousands of people that came round, and the offers were amazing. And this town lifted us up and wrapped us up, and now we have to. Because if you've seen 500 messages online, I didn't know what internet was, to tell you the truth. I couldn't understand what made it so special. I do now. It's phenomenal, yeah, phenomenal. And so we have to start again. There's no other question. And if they're going to rebuild this, we hopefully quickly, because they don't want this off.
Right. No, right in the middle of beautiful downtown.
Opposite the gorgeous museum. So I have a feeling the city may help move it along a little bit. And
they want you back in the same location.
Yes. And my landlord, he held my hands the other night, old Dennis, you know. He said, I make it good, you come back to me. Wow. He's a dear man.
Well, you're a dear lady, you
well,
and
like
George
we
both.
had no idea, look. You see me in there, I'd dress you up and say, right, that looks lovely, off you go.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Right.
Off you go.
Yeah.
And we forgot about it. When we did shows at the Old Pack, we always left at 8:05 and went off to the pub and planned the next one. We never realised what it was doing when it was out there. Weddings and pageants and proms and some stories that will literally break your heart when I tell you.
Right.
Some the people. One awful story. Robin asked this couple on Thursday afternoon because they put a call out for trucks, and 30 trucks showed up. And she said, I'm sorry, I don't know you. I'm Daisy's daughter. And she said, well, 3 years ago, our daughter was Hoffman Hospice. She was only 8 and she was dying of cancer. And they knew she wouldn't live until May for her birthday, so they told her it was May, and they set up a birthday party for her. And they had cake and ice cream and balloons and stuff. And they asked me if I could, she wanted to be a princess, could I make her a princess dress? So I made this little pink and gold dress, we gave her a crown and medallion, and off it went, and we forgot about it. Then Hoffman sent me the thank you letter with a photograph of this little girl. She died 3 days later.
Wow.
Breaks my heart. But that was the story.
Yep.
But there was more to it, and we didn't know until last week that couple buried that little girl in my dress. And they came here to pay it back.
Wow.
Wow. You know what I mean? Everybody we just all stood there, we all cried, because you don't know what happens to them. You don't know how important they are to people. Well, I didn't realise.
Right.
Yeah, all these years. But I've learned. To whatever we've lost, we've gained 10 times back.
It's been a blessing for you.
It has. It has. The kindness of all these people, look at them all.
I've just watched on the social media and the newspaper, seeing how people have reached out and they're doing stuff. They're not saying, amazing. What can I do? They're just doing stuff for you.
And Paula Madrid, you know dear Paula owns the aircraft company in Pearl Harvey? All she ever wanted to be was me. She always wanted the costumes.
Wow. And
she did shows and everything. Well, she's going to give me her entire costume collection. Probably about 1,000 costumes. And I said, you can't do that. You're helping me. I will unclutter my life, she said. I need
bigger and better.
Yeah, and she said she didn't know what to do with it, and now she does. Isn't that amazing?
Well, April, you and George have always said you're AV nice, and this has given the Antelope Valley a chance to be nice.
Yeah. Is he recording this?
He is.
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry.
There's no business like show business.
No!
Here we are on the boulevard.
I'd have brushed my hair if I'd known.
April Ray. This is organic, isn't it?
Isn't it?
You got your work gloves and everything.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Well.
Oh, I didn't realize you were doing that.
It's going to be a great story.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow.